Hi and welcome to the 2023 WPA Women's China Open 9-ball final. It's an all-Chinese affair between Shasha Liu and Hanu. Joining me in the booth, calling the shots, is Barry Black. Hi, Barry.
Hello, Mark, and hello to everybody out there across the globe. This promises to be an enthralling final. We've got two, in my opinion, the two right women made the final. Both three-time world champions, WPA champions. It's going to be an absolute fantastic match to watch, commentate on.
Yeah, let's have the lag to determine who is going to break first. And then it will be alternate break from then on. It's a race to 9. And you on the right of your screens, Shasha, who is a twice runner-up in this particular event, beaten Hill both times. Can she go one better? This time, there she is, just drying off the hands. She'll be hoping so. But it will be that young lady there, trying to stop her. Hanu, as you say, multiple world champion, Barry.
Yes, both ladies have won the WPA 9-ball championship 3 times each. So that's this is going to be a quality final.
Yeah, we're racking one on the spot. There is the 3-point rule in operation, and that young lady there will be appearing between racks to make sure that Barry and I don't forget which rack we're on. Well, this is rack number 1. Hanu with the carbon cue, trying to make the wing ball. Here we go.
Well, I tell you what, Mark, she's just continued from the semi-final match. In the semi-final match, she was breaking like an absolute dream, using really good power. She was making the one in the corner, but this time she's made the middle. But unfortunately, the 6-ball is going to give a hampered cueing now on the opening shot on the 3.
Yeah, you mentioned her cueing from the semis. Her breaking from the semis, and that really was a theme, wasn't it? She broke magnificently.
Just catching the 3-ball a little bit thick there. Always hard to open up a finals match with a shot bridging over a ball. And there is a tendency to hit those shots a little thick, but she's covered it up.
Yeah, kind of a two-way, wasn't it? Knew that she'd have a look at the 4 if she made it. If she didn't, good chance of getting some cover. But there you see from that angle, she's left this. Some inside English, left hand for her. Now, he needs this to run though, and it has. Oh, this is a tricky one.
Doesn't have a lot of angle on the 4-ball. Maybe she just take her medicine, just roll forward and play the 5-7 combination. I don't see how she can force the ball over for the 5. What she decides to do. Oh, that's one way to play it.
Use the jaws. Use the jaws of the corner pocket. Send it across to make the saves. But she's made the combo a shot early. She's just one shot ahead of you, Barry, at the moment.
Both ladies are from China, and both ladies are very methodical and extremely still in their delivery of the cue, you'll see they do take their time. And it's held them in good stead all the way to the final. They've had some good wins along the way.
Yeah, I think that's a theme of the, shall we call it, the Chinese way or the Asian way even, you know, very, very methodical, as you said, but it's that repetition of the shot routine, and the secret of any cue sport is to do something that's repeatable, and that creates consistency, and that's why they win so much in the game. Just consistent. And, you know, just to add to that, Barry, as well, if you can get that consistency, it's much easier to judge what reaction you're going to get out of the cue ball, because if you're cueing the same every time, then you know exactly where to strike that cue ball to get the desired reaction that you're looking for. And this is a perfect start.
Shasha in the red.
And in it goes. First rack, first blood to Shasha Liu in this 2023 WPA China Open 9-ball final. So what do you reckon to rack number one? Sum that up for us, Barry.
Yeah, well, Shasha Liu is just continuing from her semi-final victory over Pia Filler, where as the match progressed, she just got stronger and stronger. She's in good stroke now.
There's the magnificent trophy that they're playing for, along with a nice, handsome check, actually, for 36,000 US dollars, 18 for the runner-up. And she certainly had a nice little stroke of luck there on the way to that run-out.
And she was also breaking really well in the last match as well, but she was controlling that one over the corner pocket. Let's see if she can get it there again. Top right-hand corner for the one. Green 6 in the wing. Well, it got pushed away by the pink 4-ball. So she doesn't have a clear opening shot on the one in the middle. She may have to duck here.
Yeah, there's a nice target, isn't there, behind the 4-ball, if she wants to send the 1-ball twice across. Doesn't want to hit the 8 with it, though. Let's see which way she goes.
Yeah, the bank was always an option, but she had to really force it to shorten up the angle, hit it hard, and awkward bridging over the 4 just complicated things a little bit too much there.
Yes, surprised me that she actually took that on, to be honest. It did look a little bit that it was going to go a little bit wide, and no real guarantee of being on the 2 either. So a little bit surprised at that shot. But now, of course, Hanu, it's her problem of getting on the 2.
Ten-second. Extension call.
Well, that 9-ball is the size of a beach ball. It's in the tangent line of the 1. So she has to figure out an alternative route to get back on the 2. I wonder if she can soft screw the white ball. Kind of like around the black even.
Yeah, it was always going to go pretty close to that 8 ball. Now then, she's looking like this might be makeable past the 7. Just slide it in off the right-hand long rail. Just the safety. Well, it might have dropped with a bit more power. Well, I'm not sure about that shot. Do you think she played it, Barry?
I actually think she played the two-way shot there. She was trying to make the 2. Had she got on it, she'd be on the 3. If not, she'd block the 2 ball with the 7. But you don't want to leave the 2 ball hanging in the jaws. This is a very easy kick shot for someone the caliber of Shasha Lu. Very well judged kick shot there. Played at the right speed to get away from the rail, but caught the 4 ball. So now she's got a little bit, I'm not saying it's hard, but she's got a bit of a tester on the 3. She's quite thin on this ball, so she may have to play the white ball with some speed to come across 2 rails here. Makes a shot. Oh, she's played that well.
Yeah, it's one of them, this, isn't it? I mean, it is on, and the 5 ball being up that end as well, she can basically just play a really nice draw shot. Just really put the tip of the cue through that white ball, hold it with a bit of left hand low. And we got the perfect view there. Great camera angle. Well, she's overdone it. Mistake.
Still the beginning of the match. It's a big final here in the China Open. You know, both players still haven't got themselves into rhythm and stroke. Hanu, of course, if she gets this frame under her belt, it goes 1 apiece. We're feeling a lot better. Get that bit of lubricant in that back arm.
A beautiful Rasson table with the Andy cloth, 2 of the sponsors for this WPA event.
Oh, I like that, Mark. I like that. She didn't have a lot of angles, so she decided to play for the underneath the 7 ball. Just taking what the table gives her. Not trying to force the issue. Very experienced player, Hanu. 31 years of age.
Yeah, like many of the Chinese players, hasn't really got back to the scene very much since COVID. But look out, everyone. The Chinese are coming. Perfect.
Very still on that shot. Very still. Heart of the pocket.
Yeah, keeping it simple. Perfect run out this.
High in the red.
And we're all square in this final 1-1, and that will make her feel a lot better. They say you never settle until you see that digit go up on the name, on the scoreboard against your name. There she is. And that lovely kick shot was a mistake, to be honest, by and then finishing the job. We're all square, we're lovely, we're nicely poised. Alternate break.
She really timed that break-off shot really well. You could hear the crisp sound of the balls disappearing in the pockets. And has got a great opening shot. One combination of 1 onto the 8 to start her run here. I believe Hanu's a 2-time winner of this event, Mark. So she's going for her 3rd time winning the China Open. Very experienced player. And you could see it. She's just... She's... I liken her to like a panther stalking at the table. Very comfortable, waiting to pounce and strike. Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, strike 1 there. Misjudged that. I think she was concentrating more on controlling the 1 ball. Kind of forgot to put the 8 ball. So a chance early on. Needs the bridge though. The bridge, the rake, the rest. There's all sorts of names for it. What do you call it?
The mechanical arm.
A lot of pool players call it their worst nightmare.
Yeah, but it's just like with everything in the pool table. No. I mean, you need to get adept to using all the different types of equipment. You need to learn how to use jump cues. You need to learn how to use a good brake cue. The mechanical arm or the rest is also another tool that people have to get good at if they want to compete at this high level.
Yeah, any little advantage you can get, Barry, at this. They're all looking for just anything, aren't they? That little bit extra. And I've just noticed her shoes, they're a little bit on the high side. And I thought, well, if I was a female pool player, I'd be wearing 6-inch heels, I would, to make sure I don't have to use the bridge very often.
Yes, Earl Strickland, he likes to wear the high shoes as well. He believes that giving himself a bit of extra height helps him strike the ball better. So, there could be something in that. That was a confidence-building pot she just played on the 3 ball there. And in perfect line now. Dispatch with rack number 3.
I can remember about 6 years ago, I was in Thailand and I went to visit a lot of snooker halls, and I'd heard about this young kid that was very, very good, 8 years old, and had made 100 break already. So I went to have a look at him, and his dad had designed him some really high shoes. They were like, I don't know, 6-inch, 8-inch platform shoes, I guess, to help him reach the table. And I heard just the other day that he's made several 147s now, and his sister is actually reigning world champion, 6 red champion as well. So it runs in the family.
I wonder if we'll be doing commentary on him very soon in the future.
You might be. I'll be long gone by then, I reckon. So 2-1 then to Shasha, looking to go one better than she did last time against her opponent. Lost Hill in the final. Do you wear a glove, Barry?
You know, it's only recently I've started wearing a glove, because only recently I've switched to the dark side. I got into the carbon cue just a few months ago. And all these years I've been playing with the wooden shaft. I never needed a glove, but with the carbon shaft I wear one, yes. The glove does help, especially when there's humid conditions, whether you're playing with wood or carbon, to give you a uniformity.
Oh.
Yes, it was because the 1 ball got punched by the 4 ball and it's landed behind the 7, so Shasha's going to have to play a push-out shot here. Now, for all those people out there at home who don't know what a push-out shot is, it's like a challenge shot. You don't have a good opening shot after the break. You're allowed to push the white ball anywhere you want on the table. You're even allowed to pot a ball if you like. But then your opponent comes to the table and has the option of taking the table as it lays or putting you back in. So she wants to put the white ball somewhere where she can tempt Hanu to have a go.
I've got a question for you. What happens if she makes the 9 ball?
Oh, the 9 ball will get
On a push.
respotted. Yeah, the 9 ball just gets respotted. And then table continues as it lays. Now, what was Shasha thinking? Did she have a cunning plan or not?
Push back.
So Hanu's going to pass it back to her. Let's see what Shasha had in mind.
You're obviously a Blackadder fan.
Yes, I am. I was just quoting Bordrick.
I have a cunning plan.
Oh.
Well, went all wrong. She was trying to get behind the 4 ball, wasn't she? Got it all wrong. Maybe it drifted, Barry.
That was very difficult to execute, and because of the proximity of the pink 4 to the 1, it was very hard to get the white ball to separate from the 1, so it did go astray. But good news for her is the 2 ball is in a difficult position, so Hanu has to come up with something special here to get on the 2. I even considered just playing position for the bank on the 2. Ooh. She got there, but she missed the pot. She hasn't left anything easy for Shasha. So she's going to have to go safe. She's going to have to duck here. She's just showing us with a cue now where she wants the trajectory of the white ball to travel. Her target is behind the 9 ball with the white, the 1 on the top rail. Let's look at this. Almost got there. Good attempt. Wasn't an easy safety to say the least. Good attempt. Got a little grimace face there, like, almost got there.
Yeah, I think the look was, as she walked back to her chair, she could see that the 1 does pass into the corner, and she'll be having a go at this. Hanu guaranteed to have a shot at the 2, really.
And a friendly bump there on the 2 ball. Just on the wrong side of the 2. Doesn't have a lot of angle to swing the white around, so decision time for her.
Yeah, can force this round the back of their 9, I think. Back to the centre of the table. Not too bad. It's a thin one, but it's on, guaranteed to be on the 4. Barry should be very unlucky not to have a shot at the 4.
And these thin snips down the rail, they always tell you a lot about how a player's feeling. She was playing really good in the semi-final. Cut quite a few balls down the rail, so expected to make this shot. Yeah. Actually hit that too thin.
Yeah, you might have just seen the referee having a quick look at the 3 ball there. He was just seeing if the 3 was frozen or not. Just explain that rule, Barry, to the fans watching that may not know.
Yeah, so when the object ball is frozen to a rail, that becomes a dead ball. So if you are playing safety off the ball, you must find a different rail with either cue ball or that particular ball. So that means that the 3 ball would have to contact another rail to make it a legal shot.
Well, she's left the potting angle, I think, on this. Can she get through to it? It's certainly a nice safety on here.
One thing I really like about her is she makes up her mind really quickly. Just gets down and executes. Obviously, she's trying to park the white behind the 9 and send the 3 ball up 2 rails near the 5 ball, using the 9 ball as a blocker. Oh, just found the knuckles there. That's gone astray. Just dancing the knuckles at the pocket there, Mark.
Yeah, it's Hanu's turn to have a little bit of misfortune there. So a chance for Shasha. Can she go 3 rails?
Yeah, this is quite tricky, actually.
Played to, well, I was going to say perfection, caught the 9 ball, but played it really well, didn't she? Round 3 rails. It's got a nice shot at the 4 here. Guaranteed position on the 5. He's looking very, very good to open up a 2-rack lead.
Yes, like I touched up on in the semi-final, Shasha Liu is a 3-time world champion, WPA world champion, winning her first world championship at the tender age of 16. So she's a bit of a prodigy, and you can tell the way she moves around the table that and her nipper tuck game as well as safety games, world class.
Yeah, when she won that at the tender age of 16, she was the youngest ever woman to do it, and still is till today, I believe. So certainly showed us very, very early on what she's capable of, Barry. And she's looking good here. to open up a 2-rack lead in this final. Can she go one better?
Yeah, it's a pretty shot there. She was thin on the ball and she played with lots of check side, left hand English there. Very pretty shot.
I think that's one of the first things that gets us into playing cue sports is all the different things you can do with a cue ball, and you can make the cue ball fizz off the rail. You can make it go against the grain, so to speak. The great Jimmy White was so good at that in snooker, making the cue ball banana. Plenty of highlight reels of him. And Paul Player's very, very capable of it as well. And nicely done. Takes the lead. The 6 balls and the 1 balls enjoyed it, as you call them, in the audience. The referee's got a bit of a disco going on his shirt. 3-1. Hope you're enjoying this final as much as we are. 3-1 to Shasha, and that lady sat there in the corner, left with a little bit to think about. Certainly Shasha in the ascendancy. 3-1. And this was she completely caught the wrong side of that 1 ball, didn't she? She was trying to get behind the 4, Barry.
Yes, Shasha really did misplace that cue ball there, but got and dusted now. Done and dusted, and Hanu back at the table with a very good break-off shot again. Continuing her rhythm from the semi-final. She's been the best breaker for me in this event so far. Whole way through, just breaking very consistently.
Yeah, and it's no coincidence, is it? We always say, don't we, at the beginning of tournaments, if you're going to win one of these, you need to sort the break out. You need to get the breakdown, and she's certainly done that, as you say. Got a shot on the 1 ball here, awkward cueing over the 9.
And a difficult trajectory to get to the 2 ball. 6 is kind of in the way, so she needs to stun this along the tangent line around the 6 ball. This is a very difficult shot.
I think she can use the 6 to draw off. Yeah, just like that. Well then, is she on it?
Six world championships between the two of these ladies. Both ladies are very determined. They want to win this in their home country. And you're probably going to play a little kiss into the 3 ball here with the 2. No, she's going up the table, top of the table, cut shot. Nicely done.
Yeah, obviously, confidence hasn't been damaged. She's might be 3-1 down, but she's not going to change her game, and hasn't really done too much wrong. Odd little roll here and there, as we saw on that 1 ball. You know, hasn't missed too much, and she's right back in here to get back within 1 rack. Long way to go yet. Race to 9. Oh, doesn't want to be straight. Could go rail first.
That's an interesting point you bring up there, Mark. I mean, she's not afraid to take that ball down the rail, and she's not going to change her game because of the scoreline. She's going to keep to her plan. It's served her really well the whole way through this event. And she'll play the right shot that she feels is correct.
Slight angle to work with. Can use left hand spin off the rail. Played a really nice shot here. Got an angle, bringing her back towards the 7.
She's in perfect line now to take out these balls. Just has to do the work. Skill and talent is all there. Practice has been done in the past. The experience is there. It just doesn't look like she's going to miss, Mark. She looks so solid and so focused.
Yeah, cue ball on a string. People often ask me what my cue ball's like when I play. I say, well, it's more like it's on a piece of elastic. When I play, it's all over the place. So this, a good reply from two-time China Open champion,
High in the
looking
red.
for the hat-trick. Hanu, in it goes. And that was a good rack, Barry, from Hanu.
Yes, an excellent break and run. The opening shot for me was the screamer. She had to raise the cue, elevate, hampered cueing, and screw it. Timed the shot well to get on that 2-ball. Very good break and run there from Hanu.
Yeah, and the 2-ball down the rail that she played straight after that one. Fantastic shot as well. That really set the rack up, didn't it? And never looked like missing there.
It's a break-off shot we were talking about earlier. And this is the opening shot. Yes, bridging over that 9. Avoiding the collision with the 6-ball for shape on the 2. Just looks solid the whole way through. Not much emotion from either player so far in this match, Mark.
It's kind of the Asian way, isn't it? They're very stoic. Don't really show too much emotion. Now then, does this 2 past the 9? Or is there a... I don't think it does pass the 9. Maybe we'll see from the overhead. Yeah, I don't think so. What do you do here, Barry? Mr. Black?
Well, she's looking at the safety shot option here now. Just cutting the 2-ball to the left-hand side, banking it down, send the 1 up. But I mean, you could be tempted. 2-9 is not an easy combination though, so you're in the final. You don't want to give away anything
10 seconds.
easy.
Extension call.
Calling your extension. This is difficult. Even the safety shot looks difficult, Mark.
Yeah, I think she can go for this 9 because it's like a two-way. The 2's not going to stray too far from that bottom end of the table. And the cue ball, she can get back up the table, can she? I don't know what she's playing here. Maybe behind the 6. Oh, she's played it behind the 9.
Shot indeed, Mark. Only got 1 ball to land behind, and it was the blocking ball. It was difficult to get behind.
What a touch, Barry. What a touch there was there.
Hanu playing the carom shot there, coming off the edge of the 2-ball into the 4. She knew she could never get really nice on the 2-ball, but focused on making the 4-ball to give herself an opportunity back at the table. Has a bit of a long two now, a bit of a tester. Has to pot this and soft screw the white ball off the side rail and out for the 5. Needs really good cueing here.
Yeah, she had one similar to this a few racks ago. Overcut it. See if she can get this one dead centre. We'll know before she does. Oh, right in the heart. Great shot.
Perfectly lined again on the 5 ball. She's landing on the right side of the balls every time. That is the mark, an indication of a great player. And another thing, she makes the game look very simple. She's very economical around the table. Minimal cue ball movement but she does move the white ball around when she has to. Looking good. Very impressive indeed. Kind of makes our work very easy, doesn't it, Mark? She's always in line.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that I was commentating for a couple of minutes there. I was just sort of sitting here and admiring what I'm seeing. I mean, it's just so pretty to watch, isn't it? It's just beautiful. Paul played to a very, very high standard.
High in the rack.
They say a picture paints 1,000 words, and Barry Black and myself, Mark White, were just letting the video talk itself. I mean, it really was just beautiful to watch. Worth another look.
That's that beautiful carom shot she played earlier, the 2-4 carom.
Press 7.
So here we go then. Level once again. This has got, well, she's had 2 heel matches in the final. Has Shasha Liu. Could she be heading towards another one? Well, we're a third of the way to a heel. It's 3-3.
Hanu absolutely crushing the break there. Couple balls disappeared to the corner pocket, and the 2 ball bounced around the table and came back over the corner for an easy opener. Very good break.
Yeah, and once again, that cue ball going very, very close to the side pocket. Didn't really control the cue ball, but in this instance, it's worked out absolutely perfect, as you say, with the 2 ball going over the corner. Now she's just got to negotiate a route to that 3.
And she negotiated that shot really well, showing us excellent speed control and a really good line with the white ball. That's a really good shot. It's so easy to overhit that ball, Mark.
Yeah. It was what I was talking about earlier on. If you cue the same all the time, you know exactly where to strike on the cue ball. A little bit too high or a little bit too low there, or even a not a really nice stroke, could have made her hit one of those balls that were in the way. but she played it to perfection. Oh, that's a great shot as well. That's nice.
Just to touch up on what we were saying earlier about how some of the really great players, some of the all-time greats, they make the game look really easy. And Hanu, the way she's playing at the moment, every shot is just in line, it's smooth, it's rhythmical. She doesn't even look like missing. It's just textbook pool. And that's what the great players do, Mark. They make it look easy.
Yeah, and here's a nice little shot. Look, when you're cueing absolutely perfectly as she is now, she's just going to play a little stun follow here. Just let the cue ball go through, maybe just a couple of inches, no more. Oh, decided to just roll it. Same result. The reason I mentioned the stun follow is because it helps you keep the cueing the same, you know, keep that punching the balls in. Don't give them, you know, don't give any chance for a little skid. But she's played it well. She's feeling good, isn't she? Feeling all the shots.
I was going to say that looks like she's in the zone. You know, in sports, peak performance sports, athletes, they play themselves in the zone where it's just you and the table. Nothing else is happening around you. And you're just making balls disappear in the pockets. Her cue ball is on a string. This is the best I've seen her play this entire event. And you know, as with all great players, they bring their best to the final when they have to. You know what I'm talking about, Mark. Some players, they still execute a break and run, but their cue ball's out of control. They have to play a big shot here and there. It just seems like she doesn't have to play a difficult shot because her cue ball is perfect to the inch. Amazing to watch.
Yeah, you summed it up perfectly there. If you never give yourself a difficult shot, the chances are you're never going to miss, because giving yourself those easy shots, always just the right side of the ball as well, so you're not giving yourself any difficult positional shots to play, really is top class stuff. And now she's really caught another gear, and it shows in the scoreline. She's now from 3-1 down, she's now 4-3 up. Terrific performance here from Hanu.
Okay, so Shasha Lu now to break, trailing 4 racks to 3. Has to put a good break off here because she's just lost the last 3 racks in a row and doesn't want to make it 4 racks in a row. Good break off, actually. Really good shot. White ball was tracking towards the middle pocket, but she made the one in the middle in the side pocket. And has some similar to last game where she had a 2-9, the 2 sitting in the 9 ball again. If anything, just a couple of safety shots have separated her in this match to Hanu. She's played a couple of loose safety shots. Let's see if she can play a better one here. Or does she have an attacking option there?
Yeah, she's going to go for the cut here for sure. We'll be caroming into the 9 as well. 9 could go anywhere. She'll have a shot on the 3 as well if the 9 doesn't drop. Well, she's completely hit that too thick. Well, maybe rocking just a little bit now from 3-1 up. She's gone behind. She's going to have to show all her grit and determination. Maybe just lost a little bit of focus, sat in the chair.
Oh, Well, bank shot is definitely on, and you know, Hanu has played every shot inch perfect. She's lining it up. She does have the option to play safe if she so chooses, but it looks like she's taking the bank shot on. And I like this. I like to keep the aggression going. Keep the barrage of frames on your side. And the momentum is on Hanu's side at the moment. Guaranteed position on the 3 when she makes this bank shot. And she didn't even touch the sides. Well, honestly, the last 15 minutes, we've just been seeing Hanu pot balls. Full stretch here to the middle of the table. As Hanu started playing pool at the age of 6, when she followed her father into a pool hall in China and never looked back from then. For age of 6 years old, started playing pool. That shows. Peak performance athlete. It's like people that start playing piano at the age of 4 or 5 and become absolute geniuses. She is showing us. She's creating a orchestra here on the table, like a true maestro. Honestly, Mark hasn't put a foot wrong the last 3-4 racks. It's been beautiful to see.
Yeah, and this looks like it's going to be a 2-rack lead. The last 2-rack lead was for Shasha. This time it's going to be for Hanu. Just has to pop this 9 into the same pocket. Also taking control, but not over yet. Long way to go, of course. Race to 9.
Hang in the rack.
Mark, can I just say that the last 4 racks that she's run, honestly, are 4 of the best racks I've ever seen run in my life. Whatever I say, it doesn't give it credit. She's playing outstanding, and a good timely time out there for the players.
Yeah, she's going to take a run out of the arena. Our referee placing the placard on the table. And when we come back, that won't be on the table, but the players will. We'll see you very, very soon. Well, one thing about me is I keep my promises. I told you when we return that sign wouldn't be on the table. The referee has removed it. Our players are back. This final of the China Open 2023 World Ranking event, of course, World WPA event. 5-3 up from 3-1 down. Barry Black and myself, Mark White, in the commentary booth. Let's have a look at this break from Hanu, and then Barry will decipher and tell us how he'd go about running this table. Here we go.
Well, there'll be no running of the table in this situation, Mark. She's got no shot at all on the 1 ball. He has run the last 4 racks in a row. We haven't seen much of Shasha Liu at all the last 4 racks. But she will be playing some sort of safe here. It looks like she's going to edge the 1 ball and use that 7 as a blocker. Touchy. Very delicate shot here. Needs a deft touch.
Yeah, managed. Oh, beautiful.
Nestled up there behind the pink. I think maybe stuck out a little. We'll have a look from another camera angle, but look at the touch on that. Cutting the paint off that one ball. Barely moved.
Yeah, she's kicking at this, so trying to send the one ball down this end of the table. Oh, she could see it, Barry.
Yeah, she could see it, and she actually played a really nice shot off it, playing the one into the two ball. Honestly, Shasha hasn't done much wrong the last 4 racks. She just hasn't gotten in first yet. And she really wants to get control of the table to get in and stop the rot. 4 racks in a row, unanswered. Now, Hanu is looking at kicking this ball in off the top rail. So she's only got the rail, and then she wants to kick with left-hand spin into the one and try and make it. And that 2 ball in the corner pocket helps make it a much larger pocket. So...
10 seconds.
wise decision here from Hanu. As you can see, she has no direct path at the one, but if she goes rail first and finds the one in the right spot, she can make this ball. Recomposing herself here. This is the final of the China Open. Big moment.
Foul.
Yeah, showing a lot of hesitation in the shot beforehand. I think she
Ball in hand.
recomposed herself on 3 occasions there. It was a very long setup, and she just didn't feel like the shot was on, didn't she? But she tried to, she tried to masse around the 5.
Yeah, I just don't think... I think you're right, because she hit it too hard to let the actual English take off the rail. Maybe a softer swerve would have been a little bit better there. I think she just played it a bit, one of each kind of thing. Something in the middle. Didn't compose herself enough, maybe. Although she had 3 attempts at it. It's gone wrong, though. Chance for Shasha to get back into it.
Played a nice soft touch there with the cue ball. Didn't really want to be on the rail, wanted to come up a bit more, so she underplayed this shot a little bit, but she still has a cut shot on. Would have preferred to be another foot off the rail here. So now needs to play another delicate shot to get on the 5 ball. Which she does play, and she plays it well. What a beautiful shot to play in that moment. No emotion whatsoever there from Hanu. I'm sure she's expecting this rack to be over. She knows the quality and class of Shasha.
Yeah, and she's done it before in this match. Set off to an early lead. 3-1. Nothing to say that she can't come back. Certainly got the talent. She's just been in her chair, maybe a little bit rusty at the moment.
Yes, the chair can be a lonely place sometimes, Mark. But when you're sitting in the chair, you just need to keep yourself focused and keep your mind on the job at hand for when you get the opportunities. Like now that Shasha's got this one opportunity, she was ready to put the balls away. Got to keep believing even when you're sitting down.
Yeah, and it grazed the 8-ball on the way through that, so it was obviously very, very tight. And any thicker on that 8, and she may not have made the 6-ball. But you mentioned those chairs, at least they are nice and comfortable. You just don't want to fall asleep in them. You need to keep your focus.
Just looking at the shot here, just deciding she's in that in-between place where she could decide to float into position or play the extra rail here. She's made up her mind. She's gone the extra rail. Very nicely done.
And by doing that, of course, Barry, she took out the scratch, didn't she? Didn't want to try and get too close to it off one route, so played it 2. Very, very nicely judged. I'll tell you, this is game on. This young lady is here to fight. She may have lost 2 finals. She's itching to win this one.
Blue Shasha in the red.
Did you see what I just saw then? We got like a rack of balls in the audience there. The 5-ball was joined right at the back of the rack.
Well, this match is 5-4 the scoreline. Both players, when they're getting in, they're really putting the balls away, and they're both focused. It's been a very high quality final so far.
Shasha to break.
Yes, another successful break-off shot here from Shasha. She did park the white, but it got kicked down the bottom corner. But she does have a nice opening shot on the 1. I believe it goes past the 6. Yes, it does. With angle to get on the 2-ball. Just what she wanted to level the match. Opportunity to level the match. You see that beautiful wooden shaft there. She plays with a 314 shaft from Predator. She's sponsored by Predator. In fact, both players are.
Yeah, she'd like that one again though. Caught it a little bit thick. Wanted the cue ball. Just okay, she's still all right, but just a little bit more work to do with the cue ball. Just played the one into the wrong side of the pocket. Nicely done. That English once again.
It's a very good recovery shot there from Shasha. And perfectly in line again. All she really needs is a stop shot. If she has a bit of ankle, she can bounce off the side rail there, off the long rail. But she's in good line again. Yeah, she's got plenty of angle, as you can see from this camera angle. Great opportunity to level the match here, Mark. She's done the hard work. She's done the hard work by playing the 2 opening shots, and now she just has to put the balls away, keep her emotions in check, and keep focused. How many times have we seen in the past where players are in line and they get a little bit complacent? One bad positional shot can make things difficult. But I can't see her faltering. She's very focused.
Yeah, well, I'm going to put together a very strongly worded letter to Predator. After this match, I play with a 314 and mine doesn't work anywhere near the same as her one. So I'm going to be writing to Karim Balhaj to find out what's going on, Karim.
Yes, the cue in her hands looks like a musical instrument. I mean, you can give the same saxophone to two players, to two musicians, but one will make it sing and the other one won't. I'm sorry, Mark.
I'll tell you what, I'm much better at singing than I am at playing pool. I'll stick to that. How are you playing this one, Barry? One rail, or you're going to draw it round? What are you doing here?
No, I think this table is it's very slick, so she's going to play bottom with a little bit of right-hand spin and try and find the side rail. She already showed us what she was doing. That's one rail. Yeah, see, using her talent, speed. You played that really good, Mark. I mean, it's always hard to roll a ball into position without finding a rail, and you know, the speed that she played that at, she's in complete control of her emotions, and she's here to win this match. I mean, punch for punch, we're going in this match.
Blue Shasha in the red.
Yeah, her instrument is finely tuned. You could say perfect position, beautifully played, and all of a sudden we're level once again at 5-5. And Hanu has just popped out for a second, and we're going to do exactly the same when we come back. We'll have rack number 11 for you. See you soon. And we are back. Rack number 11. Finely poised. 5-5. It's chopped and changed. Shasha was in the lead at 3-1, and then bouncing back. That young lady there, Hanu, went 5-3 up, and we're now tied at 5-5. Basically, it's a race to 4. Barry Black and myself, Mark White, in the booth for the remainder of this match, and it's Hanu to break.
Yes, we're just over halfway through the match, Mark, and things are heating up here. Both players are in stroke. Both players are knocking in the balls when they have to. Very, very little mistakes done by either one. Looking forward to the conclusion of this match. Another successful break-off shot by Hanu in the sense that she did make a ball off the break and has some kind of shot in the one. But I don't believe she has an aggressive option. And with the scoreline being 5-5, this is where the scoreline comes into play, Mark. If you're leading 8-1 or 8-0 in the race to 9, you may be going for something like this, but you may throw caution to the wind. But I don't... At the scoreline being 5-5 and being so close, the pressure is on both players here to keep it tight. Let's see what she decides to do. Does she go aggressive?
I'm going for this all day long. I'm going for this all day long.
Well, there wasn't a gimme shot there. It was a very difficult shot. As you can see, shooting into a blind pocket. And she really had to work the cue ball to get position on the two. So she has missed it. In hindsight, maybe she should have played safe. We'll find out. But opportunity now, advantage goes to Shasha.
Yeah, I actually think I expected her to play with the cue ball round 2 rails there, and she played a really difficult shot trying to hold it off a thin cut or finish shot as well, you know. I thought she might have run it round the
10
angles, to be
seconds.
honest.
Extension call.
Referee calling 10 seconds. She calls her extension. 30-second shot clock, 1 extension each per rack. And time running out in this final. No one wants to fall behind at this stage. Very, very important for Shasha Liu to stay with an out to the end.
Yeah, the camera angle makes this ball go to the middle a lot easier. It's actually a very small pocket. Just got to be very careful here. Oh, very well done. There was not a lot of pocket there from that angle. It looks easier on TV. See, look how small that pocket is from this angle.
Reminds me of a shot that the great Alex Higgins played in the 1982 semi-final against Jimmy White at the World Championships. He had a similar red, thin cut into the side in what was, in my opinion, the best clearance on a snooker table ever seen. I shared it on my Facebook. Go and find it. It's well worth watch.
Tricky to get on the 5 ball here because the 6 is covering the 5, so she's going to play underneath the 5 ball. And look at that, she's played to play for the 5 in the side. That way she had a bit more space with the cue ball. What a good shot and what a good decision to play a shot like that.
Yeah, and she can just drop this in the side and finish perfect on the 6 as well. So, well, this is some final, this, isn't it? Chopping and changing. Oh, she had an angle on it. That'll do nicely. Judged the carom very, very well.
Perfect angle now to go up and down the table for the 7. Just going to roll through. One thing both players have done really well this match, Mark, is that they're just allowing the white ball to follow its natural trajectory. They don't force too many shots. I mean, we did see Hanu force the shot just now on the 1 ball, but both women, like I said before, the Chinese and Taiwanese players, they're just textbook players. They know how to get the most out of their cue ball. Look at the intensity in her eyes there. She's fully focused.
Yeah, eyes on the prize, and the prize is 36,000 US dollars to the winner. A nice 18,000 to the runners up, and we've already paid out 9,000 to Amber Chen and Pia Filler, losing semi-finalists. I wonder if they're at home watching this. Hi Pia, hi Amber.
Again, perfect position with the white ball to the inch. Using the extra rail there with the white to slow the white ball down because she was thin on the black, and this 9 ball here to put herself 1 frame in front.
Blue Shasha and the red.
Yeah, beautiful. Once again, and just as we thought, this is going to go all the way. Rack number 12 coming up, and there's only 1 rack in it. Remember, Shasha Liu has already been in 2 China Open finals. She's lost both of them heel, once to that lady who you just saw on your screens, and Siming Chen. And that was that 1 ball that Well, you suggested maybe she should play safe on, and it turned out you were right on that occasion, Barry. Maybe pushed the boat out a little bit too far at 5-5. Anyway, it's this young lady leading by 1 rack. Can she pull 2 racks ahead? She hasn't been ahead by 2 racks since 3-1.
And again, she hit the balls really well off the break, but she's a little unfortunate now on the one. It's just come and nestled in that really tricky spot underneath the knuckle. I don't believe this is cuttable down the rail. She was definitely scratched, so tricky situation to be in.
Do you think she might be able to get behind the 4 ball here, Barry? Is that the target, do you think? Was there something else on?
If that is the target, then she's got to make sure she gets behind it. Otherwise, she'll be leaving the 1 ball on.
10 seconds. Extension call.
Honestly, I'd actually be tempted to bank this, because you could bank it, screw the 1 back and get safe anyway if you don't make it. If you go behind the pink 4, you must get behind the pink 4. That's a good shot.
You might have just heard our referee call in 10 seconds. It's worth giving the referees a mention. The guys and ladies are at the table, obviously, for as long as the match lasts, and they don't get to sit down in between shots. They don't get to switch off. They have to keep their focus. Have to be alert every single second. So big shout out to all the referees around, well, not just in this tournament, all around the world if you're
10
watching.
seconds.
Good job, guys.
Extension call.
Needless to say, this is a must-hit ball here for Hanu. Just the last 3 racks have been unanswered. She won 4 in a row, and now Shasha's won 3 in a row. She must hit this ball. She's going to go 1 rail. Now, the 1 being close to the long rail makes it a bigger ball to hit. But not only does she have to make the hit, she has to negotiate the right speed to get separation here, to give herself a chance to hook Shasha back. First things first, though, she must hit the ball. She opted to go hard there. Give herself a chance, Mark.
Yeah, and it's gone wrong. This is on into the corner. I'm sure she'll be going at this. She's looking. Position on the 2. Doesn't want to hook herself. Has to, there's a safety shot on here if she wants, but I guess you've got to say this is a chance. Yeah. Target here is the 5 ball with the cue ball somewhere near the 5, not behind it. Well judged.
She's not playing safe now. She's going to go aggression. Played that with a soft right hand screw. Got a shot in the 2 ball. 2 to 3. Not easy. I don't know if she can hold this. Maybe can she roll this slow, or does she have to go up and down the table? I think she's got too much angle. She has to go up and down.
I think she's drawing into it, maybe, is she? Surely not.
Yes.
She was. Judged it quite well. Nicely on this 3 ball now. Well, this is a great chance, Barry, to take a 2 rack lead.
I'm very impressed with both players. You know, Hanu went on that 4-rack run, and Shasha, in particular Shasha, she sat down for 4 racks without potting a ball and got up and it's about to win 4 racks in a row herself. And you said it earlier, Mark, that she was more than capable of doing this. But it's also the way she's doing it, the way she's moving, the decisions she's making, how clean she's potting the balls. Key shot here in the rack. Key shot here in the rack. Where's this white ball going?
Oh, watch out, cue ball. Watch out, cue ball. Wow. Now that's turned this chance into a difficult one. I think the 5 does pass, but look where the cue ball is. And she's got to get a shot on the 7 as well. This is a really, really twitchy one, this one, especially at this stage of the final.
Yes, and a big moment in the match too. Perhaps just be good to roll through and just take a longer shot at the 7. Yeah, don't risk anything. Back your potting here. Back your abilities. And now, how big is this shot, Mark?
Yeah, and it's something that we touched on earlier, Barry. You know, you want to be giving yourself easy shots all the time, keeping that cue ball under control. And all of a sudden, you know, she's had to just roll that 5 ball in because she caught the point of the pocket. And now she's given herself, well, this is a missable 7.
Definitely a missable 7 in the context of the grand scheme of things in the final. Opportunity to go up by 2 racks, or opportunity to give up all the momentum back to your opponent, which is what's just happened. Mrs. Momentum has now left the building. All the momentum was on Shasha's side just then, and could that be a turning point in this match, Mark? We might be looking back at this later on and talking about that missed opportunity.
Yeah, and it all stemmed from that poor positional shot earlier on.
A bit of hesitation there from Hanu. Getting up off the shot twice.
Yeah, it's because the camera went to those 2 guys there. One of them, I think, was just arriving, coming back from maybe a bathroom break or something, and was slightly put off by that.
Well, that's experience there to get back up off the shot, recompose yourself. You don't want to have a thought of somebody moving in front of you while you're shooting a ball like that. It'd be very off-putting. Need to go get a extension here. Still nothing difficult here for Hanu. Extension. Yes, take care.
As they say in New York, perfect.
High in the red.
That's what I say, Mark. I just feel like that was a big moment in the match. You know, Shasha really had a great golden opportunity to go up by 2 racks there. I mean, it's easy to say, you know, in hindsight what had happened, but one loose little positional shot made it much more difficult than it had to be. And I wonder if she'll woo the day when she played that shot. That's a 1.
Look at
Platform
them.
shoes there. Yeah, they look nice.
They got some tread on them, haven't they? You can go hiking in them as well. Dual purpose.
尽快落座。
You could walk around the Great Wall of China in them shoes. Oh, look, there's Josh and Pia. Good break. Look at this 2-ball.
Yes, she took her time breaking there, you know. She knows she stole a rack away there from Shasha, and she was just focusing on giving herself a very good break. How many times have we seen in the past where people get... Who was that in the background there?
Well, that will save me sending a letter, because that was Karim Belhaj from Predator. So I'm just going to write it now, and I'm going to pop it over to him after this match and go and put my complaint in about my 314 not working as well as hers, as well as Shasha's. I think I also noticed in the background Jasmine Ocean's manager, Gerald, who does some great work, who actually puts on the women's 10-ball event and the men's 8-ball event in Austria this coming November.
That's going to be an exciting event to watch, Mark.
Meanwhile, back to the present. Hanu, Rec 13. Looks like it's going to be lucky for her. And she will be just 2 racks away, Barry, from the title.
Well, the scoreline is indicative of how close this match has been. 6 frames apiece so far. Both ladies have been playing extremely well this match. And this is going to be just, I'm going to call it a Hanu, just a textbook break and run here. Again, in line every time, not losing her cue ball at all. She looks like a robot, like a potting machine. Everything's so rhythmical. And she's having the cue ball clean now, so maybe got a little kick there.
Yeah, I think the ball skidded just a little bit. And, well, shall we just say, there are chalks on the market that are supposed to alleviate that kind of thing. I'm not sure what these 2 players are using.
韩语 and the red.
Well, I can't... Oh, it went and it dropped. I thought it wasn't going to drop for a second.
Very even final so far. We've gone rack for rack all the way through. Score is 7 frames to 6 in favour of Hanu. Shasha to break. So really we're on even tread here at the moment.
Yeah, Rack's going with serve, and hopefully you've brought your sleeping bag or your sandwiches with you at least, because this could be going all the way.
It's got the earmarks of a hill, doesn't it, Mark?
Yeah, it certainly does.
Shasha composing herself here. Getting ready to execute the most important shot of every rack, the break. Oh, she's back at the table here. The beautiful break-off shot again. She hit that hard. She did a little leg kick as well for the extra power. All I think she has as an aggressive option at the moment is the bank shot, but with the bank shot, the white ball is running away from the two.
Yeah, we call her little leg kick the Shasha Cha-Cha. Actually, I think it's the Charleston, isn't it? It's not the Cha-Cha where they do the old leg kick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a dance expert. Are you a dancer, Barry? Do you like a little boogie around here?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. I did do some Greek dancing when I was young, of course, as all Greeks do.
Well, you like to do a bit of plate smashing as well. I spent a lot of my youth travelling to Greece. They love a wedding over there, don't they?
They always got lots of plates in the background. Gonna go airborne here. Just has to get over the edge of the two ball.
And I think that was the first kick shot of this final. This is the 14th rack, and I believe that's the first jump shot attempt we've seen in the whole match. Unusual.
Unusual. Both ladies have been playing really good safety, and both ladies are very adept at kicking. But that safety shot that Shasha just played has paid dividends. She has a beautiful opening shot on the one, with angle for the two. 2 to 3. Let's see how she plays the position on the two ball. She really doesn't want to be playing this combination, but it's not a hard combination. She's playing for the two ball into the middle pocket. Kisses the two ball. Now it's got an awkward.
Yeah, she's going to pay either the combo or the carom. See how she lines up. She's playing the combo. Has to be careful here. Cue ball doing some travelling. Has to be careful of the 7 ball. Oh, didn't hit it anywhere near that hard. Great shot. Held it well.
Super recovery shot there. See, there have been a couple of shots where she's lost her weight a little bit, Mark. But she's played really good recovery shots. And is this going to get past the 7?
Oh. Wow. She's fine. Yeah, maybe just a little bit of a lag sometimes, guys. We apologise for that. We're coming to you all the way from China. She's looking exactly the same as she looked at 0-0. Very composed.
Yeah, she took her time on that shot because she knew that she wanted to really play good position on the 7. It wasn't easy by any means because it was just that funny, awkward angle on the 6. But she got a lovely kiss, a kiss of love, I call it, Mark, on the 7. But she can just bring the white ball back now for the 9. We're about to have a level scoreboard again. And really the pressure is mounting.
Well, what a great sight. 2 great players going at it. Blow for blow. Rack for rack. And we are level 7-7. It's a race to 2, guys. Who is going to be crowned WPA China Open 9-ball champion of 2023? Hasn't been played for 4 years. Be sure to check out the WPA YouTube site for lots of other great matches coming your way. And 2024 is looking very, very busy as well. So lots of great pool, and it's all free of charge to watch on YouTube. So why not go ahead, subscribe to the page, hit the notification bell, and every time we upload a video or go live, you'll be the first to know. So 7-7, Hanu to break, looking to get on the hill. Oh, it's looking good, Barry, I think. Does the 1 past the 2?
That's the golden question right now. Does the 1 ball pass the 2? I'm actually leaning into the screen to have a look if it does. This camera angle will tell us everything. I think it does, Mark. Scoreline being 7 racks apiece. This is, it's always nice to be first on the hill.
And I think she can just hold this cue ball for the 2 that passes the 8 into the right-hand corner pocket. This is a good chance, I think.
Yes, no 2 balls are touching. There's no clusters.
Extension call.
Probably the hardest shot to play is this first opening shot. You've got to make sure you get it right to make the run out easier for you. You see, there's an open ball there too. When the pressure builds up like this in the final, 7 racks apiece, you want to give yourself as easy opportunity as you can by playing really good position. And you've got to keep your emotions in check too. Very well done there. Giving that shot the attention it deserved. Checking where she wants the white ball to be now. Wants to give herself angle on the 5. That looks right about perfect, Mark.
What a terrific final we're having. What a great advert for the game. This fabulous tournament back on the world stage after a 4-year absence.
Honestly, one of the best finals I've ever watched so far. Both athletes performing, just not budging an inch. Either one of them, Mark.
Yeah, who's going to blink first kind of thing. And she's absolutely perfect on this 6 ball. Float across the table. Played it good pace.
Using the whole pocket there, yes. Good speed, allowing the ball to drop. Would have preferred a little more angle on the 7, but I mean the tables. She's breathing heavy, isn't she? Shasha. She can see that Hanu's about to put herself on the hill. All the pressure will shift onto Shasha to break and run after that.
Yeah, so she can just roll this 7 in, touch of right hand, spin maybe just to use that side rail as well. Would have liked maybe just a bit more angle. Still okay though. In this situation you want to get as close to the 9 as possible, don't you? You don't want to leave yourself any tricky little shot for extra pressure.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, Mark. She didn't have a lot of angles, so she decided to force follow with running English there. And look at the position. The speed control is spot on. Put herself on the hill.
And the red.
It started brilliantly, and there you see Jasmine sat next there to her manager and Karim, head of Predator, of course. I bet they're discussing the upcoming event in Klagenfurt in Austria, where they hold, well, last year they held the world teams there and the women's 10 ball and the junior championships. This year it's going to be the world 8 ball for men, the world 10 ball for women, and it's going to be the junior world titles as well. Under 18, under 16. Ladies and guys as well. So I believe they're giving 5 world titles away in Austria. That's coming up next month. Back to this one. Alternate break, of course. It's Shasha's chance. Not out of it yet. If it's anything like the rest of the match, we could be going hill. Here we go.
All the pressure is now on Shasha. Her opponent is on the hill, which really does mean she cannot afford another mistake. She's executed another good shot and is very thin on the 2 ball here, just like earlier on the 1. Last time she played safety off a shot similar to this, which I'm expecting her to do again. Not going to be a break and run opportunity here, Mark, but a good safety shot from her put her opponent under pressure. You've got to be happy with that. She would have loved to have an easy ball to start the run with, but
yeah, and that's kind of another argument, isn't it, for alternate break, because however good you are at the break, you always need that little bit of luck to have a look at the lowest ball on after you You know, she's played a great break there, made 2 balls, but didn't have any real shot on the 2. So there is a little bit of luck still involved in it, but good safety.
Hanu
10
has the
seconds.
window here behind the 3 and the,
Second ball.
between the 3 and the 9 ball. She has a window. I wonder if she can see the edge of this or if she's playing the kick shot. Little unfortunate to leave the window there. Perfect for Hanu to play the 2-rail kick, the 1-rail kick. And she sent the 2 ball up and down the table. 3 balls a blocker. Now, Shasha's gone to grab a jump cue here. Set. I prefer the kick shit. Yes, Mark.
Yeah, that 2 ball seemed to roll and roll and roll. It looked like she was going to have a shot at the 2 at one stage, and it just went and went and went, didn't it? Yeah, this isn't jumpable, is it? It's just, with the 2 so close to the 3, it's almost
10 seconds.
impossible.
Extension call.
And she's got pressure from the scoreboard. She's got scoreboard pressure. She's got time pressure. She has to make up her mind quick and execute. She's used her extension here. Got to make good contact on the 2. It's 2 ball going, Mark. Sit.
Yeah, we've been praising the ladies kicking throughout this match. It was a good solid hit, but you still need that little bit of luck. She didn't get it off the break, and she didn't get it there either, but this is a tester. And I'll tell you, if she makes this, the title surely is going to be Hanu's.
What an absolute screamer of a shot there, Mark. Wow.
Yeah, cued it absolutely beautifully.
I wonder if Shasha's just played her last shot before in this match. One good positional shot here from Hanu to land on the 6 would blow this rack right open. One more good shot here.
Yeah, beautifully judged. The amount of English left-hand spin that she needed to put on the cue ball there to send it between the 6 and the 7. Finished just a little bit close to the side rail maybe, but she's taking no chances here of getting a skid, having that cue ball cleaned once again. You feel this now is the only shot standing between Hanu and a hat-trick of titles here in China.
Oh, You know, I was actually watching her head there. You can put this on the replay. I was watching her head because I was thinking to myself, she's kept her head still the whole match. She's not going to miss this. And her head just moved a little bit on that stroke. And you see the ball wobbled in. Big tense moments here in the match. She still made it. And still got the dice.
Well, that picture in the background says it all. Shasha has put up a great performance, led 3-1, came back again to lead 6-5 after going down 2 balls away from a third title. Yeah, and brilliantly done. And I think it's fair to say she's just edged it, Hanu.
How in the match?
And it's the 3rd China Open Championship. She will be the 2023 WPA China 9-ball Open champion. Hands up as well to Shasha, who put up a great performance. It really was a fabulous final. Barry, just sum it up for us in a few words.
Summing it up, one of the best finals I've ever watched in my life. And, I'm actually smiling from ear to ear here, seeing the emotion that Hanu just expressed now. So the entire match, she didn't show any emotion, but right now she's absolute elation. Very happy for her, and a very fought well match from Shasha as well. Great to watch.
Yeah, well said. I reiterate those words completely. So that's all, guys, for 2023 in China. We'll see you, though, in 2024. Lots of great stuff coming up from the WPA. Don't forget, like the channel, subscribe to it and hit that notification bell. And have a great Christmas. And Barry and I will see you in January. Happy New Year.